The uncomfortable truth is your team members keep quitting on you without notice because you, the leader, are not hearing them, are putting the weight back on them to carry of what you cannot hold on your own. When team members leave without notice once in a blue moon, it is likely that you are not the problem. But if you cannot hold on to amazing team members for prolonged time without turnover, you need to reflect on your leadership and your identity itself. This is the Residency in Power with Autumn Oakley. 10 minutes of precision for the leader ready to hear what their success has been costing them. No bypassing. We cut straight to the core of the awareness you've been looking for, so you can reclaim your power to lead in success that feels successful to you. Having team members leave continuously, leave without notice, is what costs you as a leader in investment, in time, in having to rehire, retrain. It is not only exhausting, but it requires your energy, your attention, your finances, your investment, your time. So, obviously, we don't want this. We want team members to feel safe, supported, and aligned to grow with you in this mission, in your business. If you have team members who leave once in a blue moon, it is likely not of your leadership that you need to question things. We hope it is this one option, that once in a blue moon, your team member has chose to leave. Why? Because they feel more aligned with a different opportunity. They feel called to explore something of themselves. And we want this for them. Why? Because you're a leader with heart. You want their deepest alignment. You want them to grow. Even if that means that their time with you has come to an end in this moment in time or for future, so that they can choose their aligned path to lead in ways that fulfill them, that expand them, that bring them to how they are here to support themselves and other people. We want them to bloom. We hope that is what comes about when your team members leave your business, leave you, leave the team. And if it's not this option, it is one of two in most situations. It's either one, you have a team member who leaves without notice, and this is likely just because of their perspective, their identity in which they're currently operating. If you have once in a blue moon, a team member who doesn't give you notice, who just ghosts up and leaves, it likely isn't something you have to question in your leadership. It is likely about them and how they're perceiving the situation, their approach to life and in business, that they likely didn't feel safe or secure to communicate to you where they felt they couldn't hold the capacity. Why? Because society unfortunately teaches amazing people with big hearts that this is failure, that asking for help means they'll get fired. So they embrace the fear of things and they don't ask for support. They don't come forth to ask you as a leader for clarity, for retraining. So we hope that they can grow out of this. And it's for you as a leader to also question this before your team members feel that they need to quit without notice. Why? Because you're observant. You are paying attention to your teams, how they're operating, and actually questioning things, how they feel safe, how they feel held, how you're leading your teams to be self-led leaders who feel empowered to express when they're going through a struggle inside the business and on an emotional side outside of the business. Always professional, but they are open and willing to express with you when they feel that they need support, clarity, retraining, direction. And this is something to question in your hiring process as a leader. Where is this potential team member currently operating and perceiving on an identity basis? Because one, if we feel that we can hold them, support them to grow out of this, it is something beautiful that you can be that support for someone, to bring them into a different culture and way of leading and in business that they feel empowered to succeed, to grow with you. That questioning how things have been done isn't actually an asset to bring deeper clarity, because they don't see their true insight, their true potential, because they haven't been shown that before. When you can actually observe in the hiring process where these potential team members' identity is holding, it brings perspectives for you to see maybe what they're unaware of, but their brilliance. What they maybe are lacking in their current identity of limiting beliefs, but you feel isn't something that you need to pull them out of, but you can hold them in that space and they can feel supported while it doesn't come at a cost to the business and connection amongst your teams. We all go through different processes of identity. So when you are a leader in the hiring process and you can discern, observe, and really gain clarity of different identities in the hiring process, it helps you to understand who will grow with you. Because let's be honest, not every team member is excited about the numbers. Not every team member is excited about the marketing. It's their experience. It's their known talents at this point. But if you can discern and observe the depth of individuals in your teams and during the hiring process of what they really feel called to explore, what lights up their soul, what actually inspires them, what gives them energy, where do they feel seen? Because in most business, individuals, team members have felt neglected. They haven't felt truly recognized for their brilliance. Most team members don't know the brilliance they actually hold in different perspectives outside of typical business, typical society. So, you as a leader being able to witness these things, observe these things, and understand people uniquely as individuals is what will bring success in your teams and will help to support your team members to want to grow with you long term. And that is huge, because that's not only sustainable in your business when it comes to training, investment, time, finances, but you allow yourself to lead your team members to be self-led leaders, not just in your business, but in way of life. And at this point, you no longer have a team. You have a powerhouse. Why? Because you have brought empowerment on an identity-based level in each individual, that they feel empowered to grow, to change, to express themselves, to try new things, to take the initiative that they don't always need you to approve things. And this is amazing in your teams. Aside from these amazing things in the hiring process and questioning the odd time a team member decides to leave, if this is a recurring thing and you can't sustain team members for a prolonged time to grow with you in the business, this is a self-reflection of your leadership, your identity, what you're actually unable to hold as a leader in capacity that you're unconsciously putting on your teams to hold for you. I know that is very uncomfortable. Sit with that. Let it be felt in your body. Do a little ick sound if you need to. But on a continuous basis, if you have team members who are leaving, especially if they're not giving you notice, it is about you as a leader and how you are leading in your identity and what you're actually asking of your teams. Because you can be communicating, but if you're managing things, this is never going to be lasting success with team members that grow with you long term. Society taught you management, dictatorship, and if you're managing your teams, you're likely managing yourself. And that's an uncomfortable truth as well, is that if you're managing things, your teams, how situations unfold, you're holding this identity of control, which means you're not actually leading, because your words are saying one thing, but your actions are saying another. They leave without notice because they're feeling unappreciated, unrecognized, unheard. The amazing team members who have expressed to me over the years in different companies that they want to be there, they want to grow, they want a community of people as friends to learn, to explore. They want to be there. They truly want to grow and learn and feel held in a space. They want to feel like they belong. I noticed that many of them would leave without giving notice because the repetitive patterns that their leader was putting onto them, because a lot of the time your team members are expressing to you, even if subtly, where they're looking for support, where they actually are looking for clarity, what they need to change in their unique process of things to actually be able to hold the capacity to grow, to learn, to expand, to bring success into your business. Because if your teams don't feel held, they don't feel empowered to grow, they're not feeling safe to express their concerns with you, why do you think that's going to bring success to your business? Because if you do not have a relationship with your teams that they feel free to lead in what it is they are talented in, to lead in their expression, that is always going to leak into different areas of your business, your customer service, the level of intention and detail that your teams are going to invest in your business. Here are some uncomfortable truths of what you need to sit with if you have continuous team members leaving your business. Number one, are you exploiting? That's an uncomfortable one, and I'm going to start there. What I see with a lot of leaders, they have heart, but they are in a space that they also are feeling overwhelmed to hold capacity. They are feeling that they need saving. And while their words are saying, our team is about growth, you are held in this business, we want you on our teams because we care about you, the words being spoken does not mean that you're not looking for somebody to hold what you are not able to hold at this moment in time in that capacity. A very uncomfortable thing to recognize, but sit with it and ask, is this something I'm doing? Because that will always lead team members to leave in due time. Number two, your teams don't feel safe talking to you. They've likely expressed to you, even if subtly, what they feel they need from you to hold the capacity, to lead fully, to bring forth their true success in their talents into your business. And if it has become a repetitive thing that they are continuously saying to you the same conversation and you aren't changing with your identity and actions, then this will always lead your team members to leave, especially without notice. Number three, I want you to sit with, do you actually hear their concerns? And this is about consciousness. This is about the depth of what you're hearing, aside from the chaos that you're feeling, holding things in this moment in time. Because naturally, when we're stressed, our nervous system shrinks. It feels overwhelmed. So it doesn't always hear the depth of what is actually being expressed. So if this sounds like you, I want you to be intentional in scheduling time when your nervous system feels like it can breathe, to be fully transparent in the conversations with your teams and to self-reflect if you are truly hearing their concerns. And you will know that you're hearing their concerns when you connect it to how you lead, how you understand that when they have concerns, the majority of the time, it is coming back to you and the identity you're holding on to. Number 4, you're not bringing growth into your business, your teams. Team members leave a lot of the time when there's nothing to look forward to. There is no growth that they feel they want to stay, to evolve into, to get excited about, for them to feel like there's purpose in coming to the office every day. And this is why I say leading your teams to become self-led leaders is what transforms your team into a powerhouse, because they feel empowered to lead in an identity that actually strives for growth. And number 5, you're likely not holding the capacity you need to as a leader. And what's happening is that you're delegating and asking your team to hold what you are unable to. You're saying it's all fine when it's clearly not. And who is picking up that capacity? Your team members. And these are the uncomfortable truths for the leader who is facing a lot of loss in team members leaving with or without notice. Honored to have you here. If this found you, it was meant to. 'Tis I, Autumn Airy Oakley. This is the Residency in Power, leading in what is built to last.